Vantage has achieved something no other board game has ever been able to do.
So let's review it and see if this game is for you.
Vantage is an exploration game, so there might be some tiny spoilers in this video.
But we'll keep them to the minimum, and if we do spoil something, be angry at us in the comments.
Engagement.
At the beginning of the game, you're in your spaceship near a planet, when suddenly the spaceship is crashing and your only survival is getting into the escape pod and launching yourself.
Each time you will land in a different location where multiple actions will be available to you. And that's when your adventure truly begins.
To continue an adventure, you'll have to pick one of these actions. For example, which one do you want? Shove?
That's a really good choice, because now we open up the red storybook and see where it takes us, and it always will take you to a skill check.
To do skill checks, you will roll some dice, and those dice will make you lose precious resources. And if one of those goes down to 0, the end is nigh.
But don't worry, there are ways how to mitigate these rolls by your skills or by using your items. And you will find these items during your adventures. And they are pretty cool items.
You're trying to achieve your mission, but it really doesn't matter, because it's a sandbox game.
Exactly. So let's talk about the best 3 things about this game.
My third best thing is going to be exploration. Each time you're in a location, you're going to pick one of these actions and then go there. Through these books, they will tell you what happens and where you have to go and pick a new location. And each time it's full of surprises. It's really great. No spoilers, man, we talked about this. By the way, Vantage is not a campaign game. Each time you lose your resources and lose the game, you will take all the cards, put them back in the box and fully reset the game. And when you start a new game, the only thing you carry over and take with you are your memories. So you start a new location, but you might remember something that might help you.
My third favorite thing is the ease of play, meaning the setup is really easy if the other guy throws the box in time. And also the gameplay, you just explore the cards and then roll a bunch of dice. That's it. You generally don't need to read rules, just fall from the sky and start exploring. That sounds pretty easy, right?
My second best thing is going to be the amount of content this game has. It has tons and tons of story paragraphs to read through each time you explore a location. And talking about locations, there are tons of locations and items, and you won't be able to see them like even in 10 playthroughs, 20 playthroughs. There's just so many. There's even a book of secrets that's full of secrets.
So my second favorite thing are actually the items or equipments that you can gather during the game. To be honest, then items are the only real board game mechanism here. While exploring different locations, you will be able to get these equipment cards and then place them next to your character. All these items will do unique things, but most importantly, they will help you mitigate the dice rolls, which is very important because remember, when you lose the resources, you will die. Or just end the scenario, I don't know. I want it to be dramatic.
It's die! My favorite thing about this game is going to be the tailored experience. So when you do lose that last resource, which makes you lose the game, you have to read a paragraph in this book which tells you, you want to play more? Cool, you can do that. And if you feel that starting with 4 resources is not enough, don't worry, you can start with 5 or start with 6. Or if you feel it's too easy, you can start with less. So you can tailor this experience to the way you love to play.
Yes, we mentioned that the tests are really simple, but that's not the only reason why tests are my favorite thing about this game. You roll a bunch of dice, read a paragraph, and always move forward. Which means you will always find new item cards, you will always travel and find new locations, but you will always be satisfied by the result, even though you lose some resources. I don't care. I just found out something new and exciting. I love it about this game.
But there are some things you might not love about this game. What those are? Let's find out. My biggest problem with this game is going to be multiplayer, or the lack of it. So we each crash land on a location, okay? Where are you?
I'm in a place where it's super dark. There are some big buildings over there.
The biggest thing is I don't care, because the only way I can help you is using some of these tokens, and if I don't have them, there's no way for me to help you. So why would I care? Do you want to know where I am?
No.
If you're getting this game because you want to play it in multiplayer, maybe don't.
How big of an issue it is? Well, we're gonna place it up here. If it's a big issue, we'll place it down here. If it's a tiny little nitpick. And for us, it's actually pretty high up there. It's actually good if you maybe play with kids, because then maybe the improvisation stuff is more fun. But in general, it's not a good multiplayer game. What's the freaking point? I don't know. Yes, you will be looking at different locations. Yes, you will be reading paragraphs with cool little text. And yes, you will be getting a bunch of stuff and adding to your equipment. All that feels great. But what's the end goal? What's the point? There isn't one. And that might really frustrate some players. Was the lack of the point a bad thing for you, or?
No, I've always been journey ahead of destination, so it doesn't bother me as much. It might other people, so I'm not gonna place it all the way down, but I don't think it's a big deal. This game in itself is, choose your own adventure game. What that means is you will read a paragraph and make a choice, then read another paragraph in another book and make another choice, and go through this all the time. And it's not a grand strategy game, if that's an issue for you. Is that an issue for you?
Not really. Like, the items right here, I think kind of hide that it's not really a board game, because you can mitigate all the roles. But in general, I completely agree with you. It goes together with what's the point, right?
Yeah, kinda, yeah. But I mean, a lot of people might be going into this thinking, I'm gonna strategy the hell out of this. Yeah. Vantage, not.
So now we know that it's not for people who like choose your own adventure games. But who is it for? I think this game is for Christopher Columbus.
I think it's for an easy writer-reader. What that means is it's a very easy setup to game. You just take off the lid, place some cards, roll some dice, and you're ready to go. Read some paragraphs, there's the reading part, and just enjoy it. And it's easy to put up back as well.
Well, and my point was Christopher Columbus because it's all about exploration. You should not care necessarily about where you are heading, as much as be excited about all the things you find.
And now, final rating.
3, 2, 1.
A bit lower than this. What is this? Mine's Hangover, can't go lower. Kidding, mine's fantastic. I feel that is a great accomplishment in the storytelling genre of board games, where you don't have to be, failed. You're always moving forward. It does feel like you're reading an anthology of stories, and sometimes they're connected, most of the times they're not, but each of those are pretty fun each time I've played, and I will always go back to this.
From what I knew about the game, I was super happy about the end result and how it played. Yeah. It's really, really great. I feel like it delivers on what it promises, and that's the most important part. Don't go into this as like, this is gonna be the crunchy board game when there's gonna be so much depth to it. It's not. It's really, really simple, chill experience that you can play at any time. You're tired? Can still play this. And I think this game has achieved something that no other game has ever done, which feels like it's worth playing, it's fun, yet it doesn't matter.
Right? Yeah, just enjoy the ride.
I think it's the best sandbox board game out there, period.
He said it.
Is there a better one?
Well, now you put me on the spot, I can't think of one.
Well, you will need to think of it, because we're moving on to the alternatives section.
Best alternative to Vantage for me is going to be Earthborn Rangers. Earthborn Rangers is also an exploration game where you're going through the motions, experiencing story, and you can't really fail. Well, you can die, but
Which one is more of a board game?
This is definitely more of a board game because there's deck building, you create your own deck, you level up, so there's more of mechanisms.
But which one do you prefer?
Right now, Vantage.
My alternative is a little bit of a crunchier game, which is Sleeping Gods. In this game you as well will explore the world and see different story paragraphs. It's actually more of a story game because, well, these paragraphs are bigger than those paragraphs. Bigger is better, right? But this game has a lot more juice to it. There's a lot more of content there. That wasn't too good. Side switch out. Anyways, there's combat, there's exploration, it's a board game, more of the story game. So it looks like we're selling a copy of Vantage. It's been a little slightly used.
It's almost new.
Yeah, you want one? As we talked about before, this is a great solo game, but I also have made a list with the best solo board games out there, so be sure to check out that video.
Also consider supporting our channel because it means a ton to us, and we wouldn't be able to do that without you. Thank you for watching, and bye.